So Tristan, last week you hit me with some wrestling term trivia. And in the great tradition of wrestling, I think I owe you a receipt.
That's fine.
So
I'll take
I've
it.
I've got some trivia questions here. And the theme is celebrity wrestling appearances.
Okay.
Worlds are gonna collide, baby, between Hollywood and WWE. This is a storied tradition that's been going on since the beginning, as far as I could tell. I've
At
got
least since the 80s.
yeah. I've got about 20 questions, give or take a little bit, and I didn't do multiple choice. I have a feeling a lot of these you're gonna nail, but we'll see how it goes. You ready for this?
Uh feeling a little confident. My 80s wrestling knowledge is not great. And then I feel like a lot of this is probably going to be in that late 2000s, early 2010s where I was not watching.
Okay, so I'm hitting you in both of your blind spots. I mean, clearly you're a young man. You weren't around for much of the 80s, if any.
No, I was born in 1996.
Holy shit, dude. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. Who did Floyd Mayweather Jr. face in a match at WrestleMania 24?
That would be the Big Show. He broke his nose.
You got one, baby. Let's see what happens. One for one. Which actor teamed up with Hulk Hogan at WrestleMania 1?
Which actor? That would be Mr. T.
That is correct. Two for two. At WrestleMania, I fucking suck with Roman numerals. Let's see how this goes. At WrestleMania 19,
XV. What's
X
that? Would be
X1V,
XIX.
XIV.
That'd be XIV. That'd be 14.
At WrestleMania 14, who served as the special enforcer for the main event match?
If the main event match is Shawn Michaels versus is this Shawn Michaels versus Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yeah,
Then the special referee would be Mike Tyson.
that is correct. Three for three. Bobby Lashley was accompanied by whom when he defeated Umaga with Mr. McMahon by pinfall during WrestleMania 23?
That would be the first WrestleMania I ever watched. Billionaire versus billionaire, Battle of the Billionaires, they called it. And that would be Donald Trump.
Huge. It was huge. Who faced off against Roddy Piper in a boxing match at WrestleMania 2?
That would also be Mr. T.
That is correct. Wow. So far, so good, man. At WrestleMania 21, which wrestler competed in a sumo match against Akibono?
Akibono, that would be Big Show as well.
That is correct. Which NBA player was involved in a match at WCW's Bash at the Beach 1998?
The only NBA player I could think got involved in WCW as part of the NWO is Dennis Rodman.
That is correct. Oh, man. So far, perfect. At WrestleMania 28, which wrestler served as the special guest referee for the match between The Rock and John Cena?
A special guest referee for The Rock versus John Cena. There was not a special guest referee.
Which wrestler served as special guest referee for the match?
I don't think that match had a special guest referee.
This
between John Cena and The Rock.
Does Shawn Michaels sound correct to you?
That would have been Undertaker versus Triple H and Hell in a Cell.
All right, we're throwing it out. I'm going to take your word for that. At WrestleMania 28, this rapper performed John Cena's entrance against The Rock.
I want to guess MGK.
That's correct.
And then Kevin Owens came out and powerbombed him off the stage.
Oh yeah. All right. I saw we watched a match where Snoop Dogg did a frog splash, a people's elbow not too long ago. I saw a clip of him doing a frog splash one time that was fucking hilarious. And just the other day, I saw him perform a spear that was even more pathetic than the other two.
You know, that man is not athletic.
Still awesome. Which comedian, this was a wild one to me, which comedian hosted the WWE Slammy Awards in 2009?
Yeah, that just would have been a random episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm going to throw out somebody. So for a while, WWE did special guest hosts. and it was an absolute disaster.
I imagine
Every
this
now and
one
again,
in particular.
really, every now and again, they would get like a passionate celebrity to host, like Seth Green. Seth Green loved wrestling, so Seth Green was super into it. But then you got like Jeremy Piven, and he like didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So he just was like, he would like say things that it's like he was like SummerSlam was coming up, so he was like at the Summerfest. And it's like, shut the fuck up, Jeremy Piven. So I was going to say Ken Jeong because Ken Jeong hosted a couple times or once or twice. God, I don't even know. It's Ken Jeong. I don't know.
Dennis Miller is the correct answer for that one, but
That's random.
Keep your logic in your back pocket for future questions. Who served as the special guest referee for the match between Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 27? This is not someone who is not familiar with WWE. It's a wrestler.
Stone Cold Steve Austin? I don't know.
Mick Foley, special guest referee for a match between Vince and Shane McMahon at WrestleMania 27. All right, next one. This one is a deep cut, probably. Which talk show host appeared as the guest timekeeper in WrestleMania 1?
Cyndi Lauper would have been there, but she's not a talk show host.
As flamboyant as you could possibly think.
I don't know. The 80s talk show host. God damn it. Fucking Arsenio Hall. Was that the 80s?
No. I don't even know that this name will ring a bell for
I don't
you.
know if I know this name.
Liberace.
Okay, I'm aware of the name. I had no idea about that. I also didn't know that they were a talk show host.
I think as I got further in, I didn't either. I honestly thought Liberace was a musician. I only heard about them in context to hip hop songs where they talk about how flamboyantly Liberace was dressed.
I maybe would have assumed they were a fashion designer or something.
Yeah. That tracks. This 3-time Emmy Award winner showed up sporting a cowboy costume alongside a pimp coat wearing Dr. Ken on Raw in August of 2009.
Who was with Ken Jeong? Oh God, I only remember Ken Jeong. You said an Emmy award winning actor. God, that.
Look, I got to give you
Jeremy Piven.
Yes, that is correct.
Was it Jeremy Piven?
Yeah, okay. Man. At WrestleMania 26. Which celebrity participated in a match against Chris Jericho?
So I don't believe he actually got in the match. He did get in the ring with him, and that would be Mickey Rourke.
That is correct.
Yeah, so he was going to have a match with them again, sort of in talks of because the wrestler had just come out.
Yes,
and his publicist or whatever was like, "Look, we're trying to get you the Oscar. Wrestling's not really wrestling's kind of looked down on. Maybe don't do a match. We're trying to get you this Oscar."
I would have liked to see that. At WrestleMania 35, which SNL cast members served as special correspondents and appeared in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royale?
That would be Colin Jost and Michael Che.
That is correct. 2 more. Fucking killing it so far, by the way. Which comedian made an appearance at WrestleMania 31 and got involved in a confrontation with Triple H?
WrestleMania 31 comedian. God, I don't even know what WrestleMania 31 would be. The year after Daniel Bryan won. What the fuck happened at 31? A comedian at 31? Who would even be? What comedian? I'm totally blanking on who the hell that would be.
Probably the biggest comedian in the world at that time.
It's not Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer is what I'm going. My brain goes for that era.
When I say biggest, I don't mean in stature.
Right. Yeah, I know. No, yeah. Because if you just said biggest, I probably would have gone fluffy or something. But
context. You got it? You want me to tell you?
No, I'm totally blank. No, I think I've got nothing on this.
Kevin Hart.
Gotcha.
Which actor participated in a match at WCW's Road Wild in 1999?
Well, if you go to 1999, that would be one of the people that almost killed WCW, and that's got to be David Arquette.
Oh man, that is incorrect. But
Damn it.
you're nailed the time frame. I shouldn't have. Okay, let me.
I guess that'd be
Which
2000.
which comedian participated in a match at WCW's Road Wild in 1999? Which
The only thing I
talk
can
show
think of,
host participated in a match at WCW's Road Wild in 1999?
the only thing I can think of in that time period is that Drew Carey was in the Royal Rumble like in 98, 99, something like that. But that
I
was the
gotta
WWE.
watch all this shit,
Um,
dude.
you don't watch that. It's fine. He tries to like Kane comes in, he tries to bribe Kane into not throwing him out or something. Or no, he tries to bribe like Kane or someone later or early on, and then later on when he's in the match and Kane comes out, he eliminates himself and jumps over the top rope.
Okay.
But got a comedian WCW in 1999.
Did you hear about this? Did you hear about this?
I don't know if I'm aware of this. I'm not a WCW guy. I've not watched a lot of WCW. I've seen more Attitude Era WWE matches, WWF, than I have WCW. A
I
comedian in
think this is
1990
when
fucking nine.
WCW completely fell apart, like you said, with the
Yeah,
David Arquette of it all. Okay, so the answer
I got nothing.
is the Chin himself, Jay Leno.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I
Jay
also don't give a shit
Leno.
about Jay Leno.
No, I'm right there
Never
with
found him
you.
funny.
Thank you all very much for stopping by, Tristan. You did a fucking fantastic job, sir. If y'all have any topics you want us to discuss, matches you want us to watch, leave them down in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, let us know by clicking the thumbs up button. If you want to check out Martial Arts Film Freak on YouTube, check down in the link. Check down in the description. I will post a link. And on behalf of both of us, and until next time, be terrible. Peace.